Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Beamer Merchants on this sunny, beautiful day. And of course, you're looking at a steering wheel, sports steering wheel out of a 99 BMW 540 IT. Of course, we're not going to work on any of this today. Today, we're going to go to focus on a ignition switch. Now, you heard or read about the symptoms that a faulty ignition switch produces. Well, let me give you my experience, okay? Because I used to read them, but I had to experience them myself. And once you do experience them yourself, you know, it takes you a little bit of awe, because it's weird things that happen. So let's go ahead and start with, what are the first symptoms that you'll notice or that you can pinpoint that will tell you that your ignition switch is going bad? The first one I noticed personally was my radio wasn't working. Okay, there'll be times where I'll be driving, radio's working properly fine, and all of a sudden it goes off. The power goes off. Okay, this little orange light would go off, and it was weird because, you know, I would do my errands, come back, turn it on, and the radio would start working perfectly fine. So that was one sign that I knew something was not right. Other sign that I noticed this was my sun visor. When my wife would pull this down and open up the vanity mirror, okay, my steering wheel started tilting for no reason. It would go up and it would go down. It was weird. It was weird. Secondly, too, the lights would not turn on. Okay, on a regular working ignition switch, of course, when you pull your sun visor down, you open the vanity mirror, these light up. Well, it wasn't. These were not coming on. So that was another sign. Another symptom that I got was pretty interesting. I'd be driving, you know, all of a sudden my tilt would go up and down for no reason. Okay, let's see, similar to, it would do this, down, up, down. And I was like, wow, that's interesting. Okay, so I wasn't too concerned. What really what really motivated me to get this issue fixed was that on my cluster, I would see, you know, check your brake lights. And I thought, okay, you know, a light bulb went out. What I started to notice later, and that's because my wife was backing up the car one day, and I noticed that my brake lights would remain on all the time. So for example, your third brake light, it'd be on constantly, even if the brake pad wasn't on. I mean the brake pedal. All these lights would turn on as well, and my passenger light would be turned on. So that was not a good idea or a good sign for me, because that's hazardous. Okay, and secondly, I didn't want to get pulled over because of my brake lights constantly been on. So that's why I decided to just go ahead and, you know, switch the ignition switch. And that's why I decided to do it today. You know, it's sunny. I would have rather be a nice cloudy day, but hey, you know, you can't have everything. Just to let you know, we're gonna do a 2-video part for this series here. The reason why is I'm gonna go ahead and take my ignition switch, and secondly, I'm gonna go ahead and install another one, and that's gonna be in the next video. So where is your ignition switch? It's a question that most people would have. I had for a long time. Your ignition switch is right there. Okay, now how do you get access to this ignition switch? Well, it's pretty simple. If you notice, if you look at your steering column, you got a cover here on the top, and you got a cover in the bottom. Okay, this is the bottom cover, this is the top cover. What you need to do is, on top here, there is a Phillips screw. Remove that. On the bottom of this cover, there's another right there, Phillips screw. Take that off. Okay, so once you remove those covers, you're gonna have access to all this here. This here is connected to the switch on the side, actually right here, right on the top, like this. And this pin's usually in order to remove this, you gotta pull it out and it slides right off. Okay, secondly, what you need to do is you need to have access to a small flat screwdriver, because you're gonna have to take 2 small screws, which are located. Okay, these screws, let me see if I can get focus on them. The way you know how to locate them is, you see this right here? Right there, that is covered with like red, some sort of clay or wax. There's one right there, and you can barely see another one right there. Okay, of course you got to take this Torx off so you have access to it. See that? So anyhow, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. On my next video, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how the ignition switch looks. Okay, and I'm gonna hopefully get access to another one, pop it in there, and we'll see what happens. Okay, anyhow, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or any comments, please let us know, and we'll see what happens on the next video. Thanks for watching. You have an awesome day.